Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Pages. And Pages is a wonderful app, and I think it's fabulous for many reasons, mostly the educational benefits. I think its biggest point is the fact that it's compatible with Word documents. So, for instance, if you had a document from your computer, you could email that directly to your iPad and it would open up with Pages. Basically, you can just type here and you're able to write complete stories. You can do anything, and just like Word, it has page division. So when you finish a page, it moves on to a new page. This can also be converted later into iBooks, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so you can also undo things by pressing this button here, which is very helpful rather than having to press back all the time. It just works that way. You also have different font options, just like with Word, which I find very helpful when you want to have a more professional view or when you want to have a more formal or less formal view. Also, they have different sizes, so you can move along and choose the size you want for your text. You can have it big or you can have it small like we had before. Also, they have the different options, so bold, then they have that, italic, and underlined, which that didn't work, and then underlined. So, once again, just like with Word. This is a very simple thing to understand if you have used Word before, because it all works the exact same way and it's all very easy. It's just different places. You can also relocate the text by pressing these two buttons here. And you can do the different settings for where you want the writing to be on the page. So you can center it. You can align it to the right, or you can have the justified setting. Now, this is when it gets fun, when you can add little bits and pieces into your work. So, for instance, if you have pictures you want to add into your work, this is helpful when you're working with any lesson, really. This is a science example. I liked this, so I took a picture of it and I added it to this. So basically, you add different pictures into a Pages document, just like you would the Word document, except here, you press the little plus button up in the corner there. By pressing that button, you come up with these options. I've gone into my camera roll, but you can also use any of these different photos. So once you're in your camera roll, you can select through all of your different photos and just add them in there. This is also from one of my Japanese lessons. This is helpful, so when you are doing different lessons, you are able to write on top of things. So for instance, if you have that picture, this picture can be replaced if you wanted to, and then you can add text on top of it. There are options at the top of the plus, so you can add tables, which will change your whole page into one of these tables, which is helpful when you're writing things out. There are charts. So of course, these are things when you're using different examples, trying to work out how much of something has been affected by something else. Then you have your 3D charts, which are exactly the same, just 3D, which makes everything better. And shapes. So you just add your shapes in, moving them around, have a bit of fun with that. And then there's also, so you can use any of those shapes, and there's text. This is when it becomes helpful to have Pages, because you can paste different pictures that you've taken through screenshot, and you can add text to it. So you would just make a note about the lesson you're learning on top of that page. Okay, so now I'll show you how to make this into a PDF document to send it somewhere. You would click on Share and Print, Email Document, PDF, and then your email options will come up. Pages automatically turns into PDF format once you've pressed PDF. So as you can see, it's come up picture and all. This is helpful because this also means it won't be edited again. Then you'll send it to whoever you want to and just edit those things. Also, you can, once you've gone into share and print again, you can also take this to other apps. I choose PDF again just because that's helpful. You choose your app. I like iBooks personally, it's helpful for reading. And it will come up as a PDF. So this is helpful if you have other pages as well, because you can flick through the pages and that works well. I'll quickly show you an example of something I have done previously. You can just skip through the pages in a pages format. So that's basically just a quick run through of how Pages works. I hope you enjoyed, but personally I find this to be one of the most educational apps we have.